Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at two of the same watch. I didn't actually intend for this to happen. Chris from the Watch Lounge offered to lend this watch in, and I said, yeah, sure, send it over. It'd be cool to check it out. I guess I didn't realize I had actually already bought this watch because I had this in a box and I didn't unbox it. I waited a couple weeks. I just got pretty busy. Anyway, so I opened up that box and I saw this watch in there. So needless to say, I figured we could do a little video here comparing the two of these. They're the same watch, just different color dial. I have not noticed any differences. Now, I had already uploaded the video for this one, and I had done some research, and I found the website for this watch, and then I closed that and I searched again, and I found a different website selling Pagani design watches. I think one of them says it's the official site, so I don't know. It's just interesting to me that there's different companies or different websites labeled Pagani design selling these watches. So, yeah. All right, so with all that said, let's take a look at these watches here. Actually, the white one came in a box. This one was just in bubble wrap, but I can show you the box real quick. Simple cardboard box. I think it has a little magnet in here, a magnetic flap. This real simple cushion. And this one has a little warranty card and booklet. So I would imagine if you buy one, you'll get this stuff with it. I guess it depends on the website. I don't know. So let's get that to the side here and take a look at the watches again. So it's been a long time since I've seen the actual Rolex Explorer. And that was probably back in, I would say probably 2006 or so. So I think that was a 40 millimeter Explorer 2 back then. These both are 42 millimeters, so these are modeled off of either the current one or the one that was just replaced, but they're very similar anyway. So handsets look to be the same. Well, other than this one's silver and then this one's black, and the indices are blacked out as well. It's kind of neat because if I were to pick or try and get one of these, the Rolex Explorer 2, I always thought I would go with the Polar. But I don't know. The black is nice too. Really not sure which color I would pick. I don't know what would be better suited for wearing with the suit, formal or so. I don't know. Not too good with that. So let me know your thoughts if you guys want the black or the white dial. Price for both of these, $139.98 on the Pagani Design website. I'll leave that in the description. So, of course, it is a GMT. These the weight of these size for my wrist, 150 grams. With all the links, it's 175. You have sapphire crystal. You have the date window. Finishing of the case looks to be the same. Now let me wipe this one off. It has fingerprints on it or what? Then a signed crown. The clasp is a little different from what you would get with the Rolex, obviously. This just has the dual pusher deployant clasp. It has some kind of goofy stamped sheet metal dive extension. I don't know why that's in there. It's kind of weird. And that probably extends it by, at least a centimeter, I would say, 10 millimeter. I got my little handy scale here. Yeah, this is about 15 millimeters, I guess. Maybe more. It's probably about 20. I don't know. It's just a goofy. I don't know why that's on there. It doesn't make sense to me. This is supposed to be an Explorer watch, originally made for cave dwellers. That's why it has the GMT hand. For spelunkers, I guess if you're, underground for days at a time, you'll lose track of day and night. So yeah, definitely not a hobby for me. So anyway, let's get back to these watches. I'll show you the movement on the back. This is a Pearl movement. It has the GMT function, obviously. Water resistant 100 meter, stainless steel, Pagani design. This should say the same thing on the back. Water resistant 100 meter, stainless steel, Pagani design. So as far as I can tell, these watches are the same other than the dial color and the handset. A little bit different as well. The GMT hand looks to be the same. The one on the white dial looks a little lighter to me, but it could just be an optical illusion with the white and black background behind that. So, okay, let's go over the dimensions and then we'll put both these on wrist. So with the fixed center link, the male fixed center link, we're looking at 54.8 millimeter. And then the lug-to-lug on the case, we're looking at 50. Diameter, 12.5. The lug width is 20, and this does taper down to 18 millimeter. This is a solid end link, solid links, screw links. I had to remove all of them for my 6.5-inch wrist, but easy enough to size. Milled clasp here. This portion is stamped, and then of course this goofy dive extension is also stamped. Yeah, I think I looked at that before. Maybe I couldn't really remove that. Maybe if you're going to cut this and then leave that as a spacer or something, but whatever. Just I leave it in there. And it only does have 3 micro adjusts. And the crown size on this, it is a signed crown, and that is a 6.9 millimeter crown. So let me show you quickly how the watch works. So first position is hand winding. Definitely feel that that's hand winding. I'm going to pull the crown all the way out, get it out of the 10-10 position. Put it at the 6 o'clock. And I'll push it back into that second position right there. So winding it up moves the date. Hopefully you can see the date. Yeah, it looks clearer through the camera than by eye. I get a weird distortion by eye looking at this. I don't know, it could just be my eyes. But anyway, turning it up changes the date. It does have good magnification here. And then turning it down will move the GMT hand. So this would be considered an office GMT instead of a traveler's GMT. A traveler's GMT would allow you to move the local time hand 1 hour in 1 hour increments. My SBGN 003 Grand Seiko, I believe the hour hand moves. So maybe I'll just compare that watch with this watch in another video. So anyway, that's how that works. So let's see, what time is that? 12? No, 6. I think it's 6 o'clock. Anyway, let's pretend that it's 6 o'clock. Screw that down. And we'll get both of these on wrist, and then we'll close out the video. Actually, we'll do a loom shot at the end. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do so. Like the video, and please comment below. I enjoy interacting with you guys, hearing your thoughts on all these watches I present on the channel. I mentioned in the previous video I have mixed feelings about these homage watches. Clones. I guess it's not a clone because it doesn't have, the brand on there. It has its own brand, but it's pretty much a one-for-one copy. But, well, other than the clasp. Anyway. So here we are, 6.5-inch wrist, 52 millimeter wristband. Lug to lug on the case is 50, and then that fixed center link is basically 55 millimeter. I'll get the white one on wrist, and then we'll zoom out and then put the black one back on again. Man, it'd be nice to be able to have both colors of the real deal, but be happy with just one. I'm not sure why the triangle is that gray color, and then the 6 and 9 indices are also a little bit darker. It's not like that on their website, so I don't know what's going on with this watch here. I did buy this used, so it's not like I can go back to the company and ask for a replacement or anything. Yeah, it'd be a hard decision. It'd be nice to be able to go to Rolex and see both of these in person at the AD, but there's hardly any Rolex watches at the any of the ADs around here. There's quite a few in my area. I'm in Metro Detroit, so there's quite a few of them around here. So there we go, zoomed out my 6.5 inch wrist. It's a nice looking watch for obvious reasons. Kind of mixed about the printing on the bezel, the fixed bezel with the 24-hour. I guess I'm not a fan of stainless steel rotating bezels either. And this kind of looks like a rotating bezel because it's thicker and it has printing on it. But anyway, there we go. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and be right back with the lume. Alright, so here's a quick look at the lume. Well, you can tell, but black dials on the left and white dials on the right. The lume in reality is not as good as what's on camera, and actually the lume is better on the black dial than the white dial. By eye, all I really see is the handset, the hour. Okay, hour, minute, second hand, and the GMT hand is really all the lume I can see by eye. But the black one, I can see everything on here. So, like I said, I don't know which store either of these were purchased from. Maybe the knockoff, this could be knockoff Pagani design. I don't know. Maybe that's why the lume's not as good. But anyway, that will conclude today's video. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.